clue yet? Shams is here. Plus, is the NBA's next dynasty already taking shape in San Antonio? We explain why and how Wemby's unique extension could change everything for the Spurs. And from Devonta to Peterson and beyond, who's made the biggest impression in Vegas? Our panel gives their biggest takeaways from Summer League. NBA Today tips now. It has been 12 days and 21 hours since free agency started, and the courting of the king is well underway. And that gets us to our top story. The basketball world waits with bated breath to learn where LeBron will play in year 24. LeBron's agent, Rich Paul, was on NBA Today on Friday and reassured people what LeBron is looking for in his next team. On Sunday, Cavs coach Kenny Atkinson went on the record saying the Cavs are pursuing James in free agency.
This is an exciting time for us, right? Like we're in the mix for the greatest player of all time.
That guy.
My personal opinion. So it's exciting, right? Like, man, we're I think you're nervous, but we understand how it is. He's obviously has earned that right to take his time. Obviously, family plays a big part of it. But I know the state of Ohio, man, that there's something special.
LeBron owns just about every Cavs franchise record. Points, rebounds, assists, and made threes, as well as most All-Star and All-NBA appearances, just to name a few. We now welcome in our senior insider, Shams Charania. Shams, we just heard Cavs coach Kenny Atkinson confirm their exciting pursuit of LeBron James. What are you hearing about timing of LeBron's decision?
MJ, every day LeBron James inches closer and closer to a decision. It's decision time for LeBron James because all the information for the most part is in. GMs, presidents, owners, they've all been heard from. They're continuing to have conversations with agent Rich Paul here this week as well. Players have also reached out to LeBron James to recruit him. And yes, all the voice notes have also been listened to. And rosters have been set around the league. The decks have been set. And the leading suitors have been Cleveland, Miami, Golden State, Philadelphia, and Minnesota. And what we know definitively is LeBron James has made it clear privately that he wants to go somewhere where he can compete for a championship, somewhere where he feels like he finds that happiness from a team environment and culture that he feels he can uplift. And the big thing here is this is not going to be a financially driven decision. So that gives LeBron James the ability to hear from teams that have the minimum, have other exceptions, have salary cap space as well, and also be allowed to take his time through this decision.
All right, Shams, thanks for that update. Don't go too far. We're going to check in with you a little later. Now, LeBron is still putting up numbers as last season he was one of just 4 players to average 25 and 5 on 50% shooting, joining Giannis, Jokic, and Şengün. Earlier today, Austin Reeves talked about LeBron leaving the Lakers.
I don't know if I've honestly processed it yet. I mean, I kind of was thinking about it last night when I got here.
I am beyond excited to dive into the latest news surrounding LeBron James and his potential next destination. As we all know, LeBron has been a free agent for 12 days and 21 hours now, and the courting of the king is well underway. The basketball world is waiting with bated breath to learn where LeBron will play in year 24. I mean, can you blame them? LeBron is arguably the greatest player of all time, and his decision will have a significant impact on the league. LeBron's agent, Rich Paul, was on NBA Today on Friday, and he reassured people what LeBron is looking for in his next team. On Sunday, Cavs coach Kenny Atkinson went on the record saying the Cavs are pursuing James in free agency. I think it's safe to say that the Cavs are definitely in the mix, and I love the excitement and energy surrounding this potential move. As Atkinson said, this is an exciting time for us, right? Like, we're in the mix for the greatest player of all time. I couldn't agree more. And I think the Cavs have a real shot at landing LeBron. But what about the other teams in the running? We know that the leading suitors have been Cleveland, Miami, Golden State, Philadelphia, and Minnesota. And what we know definitively is that LeBron James has made it clear privately that he wants to go somewhere where he can compete for a championship, somewhere where he feels like he finds that happiness from a team environment and culture that he feels he can uplift. I think that's a really important point, eh? And it's not just about the money for LeBron. He wants to win, and he wants to be happy. Shams Charania, our senior insider, gave us an update on LeBron's decision, saying that every day, LeBron James inches closer and closer to a decision. It's decision time for LeBron James because all the information for the most part is in. I think that's a great point, and it's only a matter of time before we hear the news. Shams also mentioned that the big thing here is that this is not going to be a financially driven decision, which gives LeBron the ability to hear from teams that have the minimum, have other exceptions, have salary cap space as well, and also be allowed to take his time through this decision. I think it's really interesting to hear from Austin Reeves, who talked about LeBron leaving the Lakers. He said, "I don't know if I've honestly processed it yet. I mean, I kind of was thinking about it last night when I got here." I think that's a really honest response, and it's clear that LeBron's departure will be felt deeply by his former teammates. Reeves also said, "Starting a season without him being on the team is going to be different for me. It's kind of all I've ever known is him being around, joking around, acting like he's 15. But where will LeBron end up?" Kendrick Perkins thinks that the best option for LeBron is to go back home to Cleveland. He said, "I think he already knows that. I think he's embracing this moment to just feel love. Right? Get all the calls, get all the text messages so he could continue to feel loved and appreciated." I think that's a great point, and it's clear that LeBron has a special place in his heart for Cleveland. Perkins also said, "I'm pretty sure that LeBron James and Rich Paul both know where they're headed. And in my opinion, it's to this point, the best place is Cleveland." I think it's really interesting to hear Perkins' thoughts on this, and I agree that Cleveland is a great option for LeBron. They have all their pieces still intact, and adding LeBron to that roster would be a game changer. As Perkins said, you add LeBron to that roster, he's going to impact Donovan Mitchell. He could impact James Harden. He definitely could impact Kenny Atkinson. I think that's a great point, and it's clear that LeBron would be a huge addition to the Cavs. So, what do I want the outcome to be for LeBron? I think it's clear that LeBron wants to go home again, and I think that's a great storyline. I want to see LeBron back in Cleveland, leading the Cavs to another championship. I think it would be an incredible moment for the city of Cleveland, and it would be a great way for LeBron to cap off his career. As Tim McMahon said, "I want the storyline of him going home again." I couldn't agree more, and I think it's only a matter of time before we hear the news. In conclusion, I think the LeBron saga is one of the most exciting storylines in the NBA right now. With the Cavs, Heat, Warriors, 76ers, and Timberwolves all in the running, it's anyone's guess where LeBron will end up. But one thing is for sure, LeBron's decision will have a huge impact on the league, and I think it's going to be a wild ride. I'm excited to see where LeBron ends up, and I think it's going to be a great story either way. As we wait for the news, I think it's clear that LeBron is taking his time and considering all his options. I think that's a smart move, and I'm excited to see what he decides. Will he go back to Cleveland, or will he choose a new team? Only time will tell, but one thing is for sure, it's going to be a great ride.